Hey YouTube, this is Rob1 here, and I'm here to do a review for Gotham, episode 3 of season 2. So, in this episode, we basically have kind of the aftermath of what happened after the GCPD was attacked. Harvey Bullock and Jim Gordon basically go after Jerome and are basically after all of the inmates of Arkham Asylum. And this leads to and meanwhile we have Jerome basically killing off his father and becoming this sort of iconic evil in Gotham, and where they leave Jerome's story really paints a very interesting idea of who the Joker is as a character and what the Joker is in this universe. We also have Barbara Keane replaying Viper and Viper's brother, and there seems to be this sort of she just seems like she's planning something. Meanwhile, we have Lee finally meet Alfred, and they go to Gotham. They go to this children's fundraiser where they are attacked by Jerome. This episode was actually really, really good. I liked last episode a bit more, but again, this episode was really, really good nonetheless. And I think all of the actors did such a phenomenal job in this episode. Did a really, really good job. And I liked, again, I'm especially impressed with the actor who plays Jerome. He did such a good job in the role. And the one thing I kind of didn't like was the fact that, the show killed off that character. I think for me, they killed off a very, very good potential for a character, and I think who a lot of as fans really have grown to like. But sort of what the show does with Jerome's death is pretty interesting. But I'm of two minds about Jerome's death. As a fan of the character and of the actor, I really wish they hadn't killed Jerome off. I think even if Jerome was never going to be the Joker, I felt as if, what this actor managed to do with this character was really, really interesting. And he gave off such a great performance that it's sad to see this actor go. But what they do with the character is really interesting, and they essentially say that the Joker, the Joker's laugh and Jerome's madness is what inspires others, and that the Joker and that Jerome slash Joker is immortalized in the madness that he inspired to others. And it basically, at the end of the episode, is kind of hinted that Jerome has inspired his madness onto other people, and that he is immortalized, in these other people. My problem is with this, though, is that it breaks down the character of the Joker and what the Joker originally stands for. For instance, I feel like, think Mark Hamill's Joker, for instance. His character is so, the madness is in one person, and that's what I really like about the Joker, is that that's who the Joker is, and that it's the Joker himself is the person who inspires the madness, not this proto-Joker who inspires the madness, and now everyone's just copying what Jerome had created. We have to see how this all turns out, but I didn't like already the fact that they had killed off this character, but I certainly didn't like what the aftermath of that, where it's Jerome which inspires these other mad individuals. I mean, the Joker himself has always done that. It's just, I would have rather had the actual Joker than this proto-Joker who did such an amazing job kind of not be the Joker, but does what the Joker stands for. Barbara Keane was really good, and they've definitely made this character into a very interesting person to watch on screen. And she sort of reminds me of Harley Quinn in a sense, where she's got that obsessive personality. And it definitely leads into my theory that Barbara definitely has these sinister qualities for Lee, and this obsession with Jim Gordon. I definitely think something is going to play out there. I also think it's very interesting that it looks as if Barbara is playing the field with both characters, with Viper and this other guy. So again, very, very interesting. And that's really all I wanted to touch upon really about this episode. Apart from the lovable scene between Selina and Bruce Wayne, because I love these two characters when they're on screen. That's really all I have to say about this episode. So I'm Robinax1 here, and I shall see you all very soon for Gotham episode 4. And don't forget that this week Flash and Arrow starts, and I will be doing a review for both these episodes. So like I said, don't forget that I am still reviewing those as well. So, see you all very soon. Bye.